At a railway station in a city, there lived a beggar. He survived by asking alms from the passengers traveling on the trains. One day, while begging as usual, he noticed a tall, well-dressed man in a suit. The beggar thought, "This man looks rich. If I ask him, he might give me a good amount." So he approached the tall man and begged. Looking at the beggar, the man said, "You always keep asking for things. Do you ever give anything to anyone?" The beggar replied, "Sir, I am just a beggar. I always ask. I have nothing to give. How can someone like me offer anything?" The tall man responded, "If you cannot give anything, then you don't have the right to ask either. I am a businessman. I believe in give and take. Only if you have something to offer can I give you something in return." With that, he boarded his train and left. The beggar was deeply affected by what the man said. He thought to himself, "Maybe the reason I don't get much in alms is because I never offer anything in return. But what can I, a beggar, possibly give to anyone?" Days passed as he kept pondering over this. Then, on the third day, while sitting near the station, he noticed some flowers blooming on nearby plants. An idea struck him. Why not give flowers to people in return for alms? He liked this idea. He plucked a few flowers and went on his usual round in the train. From that day on, whenever someone gave him alms, he gave them a flower in return. People liked the gesture and kept the flowers happily. It became his new routine. Every day, he would pluck fresh flowers and distribute them in exchange for alms. Over time, he noticed that more people were willing to give him money. As long as he had flowers to give, people gave him alms. When the flowers ran out, so did the money. One day, while begging, he saw the same tall man on the train, the very man who had inspired his new way of life. Excited, he rushed to him and said, "Today, I have something to give you. Please give me alms, and in return, I will give you flowers." The man smiled and gave him some money, and the beggar offered flowers in return. The tall man was delighted. He said, "Wow, wonderful. Today, you've become a businessman just like me." Saying this, he got off at his station. Those words once again touched the beggar's heart. He kept thinking about them and felt truly happy. His eyes sparkled with a new light. He felt as though he had found the key to success that could change his life. Filled with excitement, he got off the train, looked up at the sky, and shouted, "I am not a beggar! I am a businessman! I can become rich too!" Onlookers thought he had gone mad. From the next day, he was never seen at the station again. 6 months later, at the same station, two men in suits were traveling. When they looked at each other, one extended his hand and asked, "Do you recognize me?" The other replied, "No, I don't think we've met before." The first man smiled and said, "Think again. We've met not once, but twice before." The second man was puzzled. "I don't remember. When was that?" The first man explained, "We met twice on this very train. I was the beggar to whom you once refused to give alms, and the second time I gave you flowers in return for money." Surprised and smiling, the second man said, "Oh yes, now I remember. You're the beggar I once turned away and later bought flowers from. But where are you off to now, dressed like this? And what do you do these days?" The former beggar replied, "Yes, I was that beggar, but today I'm a big flower businessman, and I'm traveling for business." After a pause, he continued, "In our first meeting, you taught me nature's law. We only receive when we give. That rule of give and take truly works. I've experienced it. But for so long, I saw myself only as a beggar. When we met the second time, you showed me who I really am, a businessman. He went on. I finally understood that people weren't giving me alms. They were paying for the flowers. They were buying something valuable. I may have been a small businessman in their eyes, but I still saw myself as a beggar. Your words helped me change my mindset. With the money I collected from distributing flowers, I bought more flowers and expanded. People here love flowers, and their love made me a successful entrepreneur. Both men smiled and got off the train together, discussing their businesses.